A report of a stolen purse led police to more problems of drug activity and children left fending for themselves. That story's ahead.
It was a fun day for elementary school students in Lexington as they tested out a new addition to Safety City and learned the rules of the road.
4 special elections tomorrow could change the course of history. We'll have details coming up.
This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon on this Monday. Sam Dick and Amber Philpott reporting. Police say a report of a stolen purse led them to a disturbing discovery.
The Whitley County Sheriff's Office says they found children living in a home with illegal drug activity. WKYT's Phil Pendleton has more on the arrests from Whitley County. It's our top story at 4:30.
The 2 suspects are being held here inside the Whitley County Detention Center. Police say the initial call took them to the home just south of Williamsburg, where they say they found the children living amidst illegal drug activity, and they say evidence of drug trafficking. But the initial call that took police to the home on Littrell Drive near Williamsburg had nothing to do with drugs. It was actually a 911 call of a stolen purse. However, that victim did tell police she was worried about the welfare of the kids where she believed her purse would be found. Police say when they showed up at the house, they did not find the purse, but they say they found a small child answering the door, and they say this was about 3 o'clock Sunday morning.
Knocked on the door repeatedly, and then a child came to the door. Related Fox could not be awakened. Deputy Eubanks went inside and found 2 adults laying on the floor, passed out.
25-year-old Matthew Aaron Watson and the child's mother, 29-year-old Natasha Fox, were both arrested, and again they're being held here in the Whitley County Jail. I called the jail to get their side of the story, and Watson was put on the phone. What he had to say coming up at 5:30. But for now, in Whitley County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Police say the children ages 3, 5, and 11 were put in the custody of social services. The driver of a semi-truck that crashed overnight is recovering today. Police say the driver ran off of I-64 and in between 2 bridges in Woodford County, crashing onto Woodlake Road that runs under the interstate. Woodlake was shut down for a few hours while crews cleaned up the wreckage. The driver was taken to the hospital. We do not have an update on the condition of the driver at this time. Part of a highway in southern Kentucky was closed for hours after a semi-truck hauling cantaloupes overturned. The crash happened around 8 last night on Kentucky 92 West near Pine Knot in McCreary County. State police say the driver lost control in a curve and overturned after hitting a utility pole and several trees. The driver received minor cuts and bruises. That road is back open now.
The woman who exposed an escort scandal at the University of Louisville will be talking to NCAA investigators again today. Katina Powell first met with the NCAA in November to discuss allegations she made in her book, Breaking Cardinal Rules. A Louisville television station is reporting that Powell's attorney says the NCAA requested the second meeting with her to ask some follow-up questions. In response to the investigation, U of L has dropped out of any postseason tournament play this season. Well, how about this weather? The calendar isn't quite there yet, but spring definitely in the air here in the Bluegrass.
Yeah, we are in the upper 60s today and will only get warmer as the week goes on. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Yeah, those numbers continuing to climb in the coming days. 60s will turn into 70s as we go into our Tuesday and our Wednesday. Often, as is the case, when you get a little warm up this time of year, you're going to initially get a fair amount of clouds with that. We're seeing that on our Defender radar network. Little sprinkle action into parts of Ohio. 1 or 2 trying to show up into parts of the Bluegrass state. Most of that, though, is not getting down to the ground. But again, a fair amount of cloud cover that we are fighting. Temperatures right now low to mid 60s across the entire area. And we're going to drop it now that evening is just about upon us. Warmer to the west. That's the air we're going to crack as we go into the day tomorrow. So spring fever alert, with temperatures hitting the 70s, and some storms will begin to increase as we go through the middle and especially end of the week. We will track those and show you the pattern that is bringing spring to the Bluegrass state when I come back in 10 minutes.
Chris, thank you. The warmer weather provided a perfect opportunity for students to get some fun activity in while the temperatures are good.
Safety City is a way for students to learn the rules of the road. Our Rebecca Smith reports the program had a little upgrade today from Toyota.
Second grade students attended a class at Safety City today to learn traffic and seatbelt safety. They hit the road in kid-size electric cars on a mini city track complete with traffic signals, a police station, restaurant, and fire station.
So this gives the chance to get some real-world experience with driving around in cars, but in a more controlled, safe environment.
A grant from Toyota will provide new cars to replace an aging fleet that dates back to Safety City's start in 1990. Toyota's president, Will James, says even though they're a ways off from getting their driver's license, it's never too early to start these kids off on the right path to safety.
These days, they're walking to school. They have to stop and look at red lights and cross the road and train tracks and things like that. So this isn't just about driving. This is about vehicle and pedestrian safety.
All studies show affecting children's behavior has to start at earlier ages, and this is one of the programs that we get to positively interact with children, and we appreciate it so much.
In Lexington, Rebecca Smith, WKYT.
And the donation for Toyota is valued at $49,000 for that new fleet of cars. Safety City is a partnership between Eastern Kentucky University and the Lexington Police Department.
Kentucky has taken steps to try and strengthen laws against human trafficking and the prevention of what some call modern-day slavery. Tonight, how one group is hoping a new video series will help rewire the thinking of Central Kentucky high school students to open their eyes to trafficking and the dangers that can lead to it. It's a heavy topic, human trafficking. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it's a growing problem, and Kentucky is not alone in the fight. Experts say many victims of trafficking have been exposed to prior things like abuse, both physical and emotional, as well as pornography. Girls ages 12 to 15 are most vulnerable. That's why one group has come up with a new video series to start a discussion with high school students about trafficking.
We felt like there was things that weren't being discussed in public schools or in churches, and our kids were paying a price. And so it's not being discussed because it's an uncomfortable conversation. We get that. So we said we're going to put videos together that will be the uncomfortable conversation in the beginning to break the ice.
Tonight, how these videos are looking to rewire thinking about a problem that many never even think about on a daily basis, human trafficking, and why the group Refuge for Women says everyone needs to know the warning signs of human trafficking.
Serious talk about a serious subject. Yeah. In the past, you've done some stories on Refuge for Women, but for people who are not familiar with them, what are they about?
Sure. Refuge for Women is based right here in Central Kentucky, but they operate in several other states as well. But they solely work to get women out of the sex industry. And a lot of people think that people find their way into the sex industry and it's something they want to do. And they try to change the perception that some women get there, they feel trapped. There are other things that lead them in their life there. So that's what Refuge for Women is about. So they felt like, let's take this one step further, make a little bit more education. Now they're taking it to the high school level. Some heavy topics, but some real topics, and we'll talk about a little bit more tonight at 6.
Fantastic. Thank you, Amber. Well, voters will head to the polls in the Commonwealth tomorrow for 4 special legislative elections that could change history in our state house. In Scott County, Republican Philip Pratt will take on Democrat Chuck Tackett. The winner will replace Ryan Quarles, who won the election last November for State Agriculture Commissioner. Republican Daniel Elliott and Democrat Bill Nolker are vying for House District 54 in Boyle County. That seat was left open when Mike Harmon won the election for State Auditor. There will also be special elections in northern Kentucky and western Kentucky. Republicans could earn an unprecedented 50-50 split in the state house if they pull off the sweep. Democrats have controlled the Kentucky House all the way back since 1921.
Kentucky Secretary of State is pushing for new legislation that would change the state's voting process. House Bill 290 would allow people to cast their ballots early without giving a reason. To vote absentee now, you have to give the state a qualifying reason for why you're not able to make it to your polling place, like a disability, military service, and study abroad programs. If the measure is passed, it could allow people to vote early in the November presidential election.
One of the NFL's all-time greats hung up his jersey today. Peyton Manning is retiring from football just a month after winning Super Bowl number 50.
He made it official earlier today in Denver. Brooke Silva Braga has more.
Kansas City 12. Peyton Manning, unflappable for almost 2 decades in the NFL, struggled to stay composed as he said goodbye to football.
Well, I fought a good fight. I finished my football race. And after 18 years, it's time.
Manning retires as one of the NFL's greatest players, its only 5-time MVP, and the all-time leader in passing yards and touchdowns.
There were other players who were more talented, but there was no one who could out-prepare me. And because of that, I have no regrets.
The first pick of the 1998 draft, Manning spent 14 years with the Indianapolis Colts and won a Super Bowl there, but then moved to Denver, leading the Broncos through an improbable final act, capped by winning Super Bowl 50 last month. But his final season was also marred by controversy. Allegations in an Al Jazeera documentary that the performance-enhancing drug HGH was shipped to his home, and a lawsuit alleging sexual assault during his time at the University of Tennessee. Manning has denied wrongdoing.
I revere football. I love the game. So you don't have to wonder if I'll miss it. Absolutely, absolutely, I will.
Manning becomes eligible for the Football Hall of Fame in 5 years. Brooke Silva-Braga for CBS News.
Well, Tom Brady congratulated Manning, telling him he changed the game forever and made everyone around him better. It is all about the love of dance, exercise, movement, and a lot of fun.
Our Deanne Stevens is out and about on the dance floor at the Salsa Center. Hey, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. We are here at the Salsa Center. We're salsing it up. Can you say that? Salsaing it up. Having a lot of fun, getting some great exercise. Rena is with us. And Rena, what are we doing here? What is this dance?
We are dancing Rueda de Casino, which is a group salsa dance from Cuba.
Okay, so what's the trick to this?
The trick is you're with one partner, and then there's a caller, which would be me. I call a pattern, and then you will switch to the next partner while you're dancing salsa.
Okay, I'm ready for you to call it.
Okay, getting ready.
I think you're gonna help me.
Dame una. Now you're going to the next partner. Now you're with the next partner. Now,
how long does it take to learn this?
Well, some of these steps are very basic, but there are other calls that are a little bit more difficult. And then there are rhythm plays as well. One is clapping with the music. We're going to try that one. Un fly, you're going to clap right now and clap. You come back to your partner. That's it.
I missed it, just a hair.
We'll try that again. Let's do two.
Okay.
Dos fly. 2 claps and woo! Got it. And then you keep changing partners while you're dancing, doing different patterns.
Okay, I could sit here and dance all afternoon. This is so much fun. A lot of people taking to salsa. You guys, yes. You said you've been here for 5 years, but you see every weekend it grows because people are enjoying getting out, dancing.
It's so much fun, yes. It's definitely a different activity to do besides just going to the bar and drinking, and it's an activity that's for your mind, for your body. It's good for you, and it's a lot of fun. It's also social interaction with other people.
I was going to say, it's never too late to learn to dance, right? You guys have some folks, maybe even the elderly, that come out here and enjoy this too?
Yes, the average age is between 35 and 65.
Wow.
So we have lots of different ages in here.
All right, you got Latin disco one night, you got ladies night, you got all kinds of parties coming up.
Just to have fun. On March 18th, we do have a Latin disco night, ladies night. They get in for $5. We have a salsa lesson, and then we dance for a couple of hours afterwards.
Okay, tell folks where you're located.
We are located on 730 Allendale Drive, right off Harrodsburg Road, between Lane Allen and Big Boys Frisch's.
And you have a website? Folks can check out the classes?
The website is thesalsacenter.com.
Okay, I'm going to get back in here. Can I just jump in? I mean, do we have a partner anywhere? Come on out and check the Salsa Center out over on Allendale Drive. I'm Deanne Stevens. I think she has the hang of this better than me. Out and about. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Deanne. A new film about a Holocaust survivor bent on getting revenge opens this weekend. Get ready for the hottest swim show of the year.
Suzanne Marquez has your eye on entertainment.
The Victoria's Secret swim special featuring some of the world's most beautiful women airs this Wednesday on CBS. Pop stars Demi Lovato and Nick Jonas will perform. You can see all of the angels in their swimwear beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern. Oscar-winning actor Christopher Plummer stars in the upcoming film Remember. Plummer plays a man with dementia who sets out on a cross-country journey to hunt down the former Nazi that killed his family.
You must kill him.
Plummer reads a letter every morning to remind himself about his mission. The film's director says this story is unique.
The film is about memory in a much grander and much deeper sense, which is our sense of what is history.
Remember, opens in theaters Friday. And Academy Award winner Sally Field returns to the big screen in the new dramedy Hello, My Name is Doris.
Did that on purpose, didn't you? No. Yeah, you did.
It's a May-December romance with a twist. Field plays a 60-something office worker named Doris who falls for a much younger colleague.
Doris is compelled by John, and it pulls her out of her hidden environment where she's been.
Hello, My Name is Doris arrives in theaters Friday.
Suzanne Marquez, CBS News, Hollywood.
It's about time. We had a week of consistently fairly warm weather.
And whether or not all this spring-like weather is going to stick around, we're going to enjoy it for as long as it's here. Chris Bailey.
Listen, it's early March. It's a bonus. That's how you got to think of it, all right? This time of year it can be ugly, like what we had last week, so let's just enjoy the good stuff. However long it decides to stick around, it's going to be for the rest of this week at least. Current temperatures into the low and mid-60s, 64 Lexington, Mountain Parkway Corridor, Jackson, good-looking shot there. Frankfurt with a little more in the way of some clouds. You're up to 65 degrees. Everybody, though, dealing with a fair amount of overcast skies out there, a little period of some sunshine. That Defender radar network showing the overcast that we will continue to hang tough with, not only through the rest of the afternoon, but right on into the overnight as well. And then that'll carry us into the first part of tomorrow before we begin to see the sun taking over and those temperatures set to soar. We'll talk about that a little later on. Right now, let's talk traffic with Officer Don. Don?
Starting off, Chris, with a live look outside and real time seeing what's happening as far as traffic flow is concerned. And really nothing major is popping up, nothing unusual. Just check Leestown Road. You can see it's about normal out to Masterson Station. Do have a couple of collisions we're working, including one at Tate's Creek near Wilson Downing. That is a non-injury collision that police are working right now that is having a mild impact on overall traffic flow. As far as drive times are concerned, we're okay on the Circle. Also outbound toward Nicholasville, you're dealing with normal times, 12 to 14 minutes, depending on when we look at it. Outbound North Broadway looks okay, and to Winchester's about 26. Now back to you in the studio.
Officer Don, thank you. Bark over frostbite and a bizarre scene in Texas is the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
In Utah, it was all bark and some frostbite for one family's dog. Sadie survived 4 days and 3 nights on the ice. Her owner called for help, and her owner's brother tried to save Sadie twice in a canoe, but she just would run away when he got really close. And now, make matters worse, the ice was melting, so the Wasatch County Sheriff's Office stepped in. And here's some cell phone video, shows the dramatic rescue. Look at that. He gets him by the collar, it looks like, and pulls her in. Thank goodness. I can't believe she survived that long. That's a long time
Lucky
in the
dog
ice.
right there, yeah. Well, things got really weird on a major highway in the Houston area today. A woman undressed, climbed atop an 18-wheeler, and started dancing. It happened after a crash on the highway. It's unclear if she was involved in the crash or not, and exactly why the woman climbed up on the truck. A Houston Fire Department ladder truck pulled up to the front of the semi to help get the woman down. She is now in police custody. All of us have been stuck in traffic at one point or another. I don't know that that's the best way that you deal with getting through it.
Yeah, I hope she gets the help she really needs. All right. Thanks for watching 4:30. Much more to come now at 5 o'clock on WKYT.